Hi, my name's Ian, and today we're going to look at how we can try to improve the audio with our cameras. Many of us like to go out filming with the microphone on top of our camera. That means it's a shotgun mic. It mostly picks up sound from the front and it tries to reject sound from behind and the sides. It's not the best position for the microphone because one, it's not close to the subject, and two, actually, if you want to record your own voice and you're filming, shotguns actually can sound quite nasty. They can sound so it's not great. So you need some editing skills if you want to really improve the sound of your video. So here is the original file. It's a track of me just walking in the field. In the background there's rumbling of traffic, around me lots of bird song, and the volume of my voice is actually quite low. So I need to raise the volume. If preferably I'd like to lose some of that traffic noise and bring out the bird song so that it gives a sense of where you are.
This is the truly daft test where I point the microphone down, right down a long way away, and I keep talking as I'm getting closer, and you can hear how this thing compares to maybe other microphones at a very long distance.
So the first thing I wanted to do was to get rid of that traffic noise. Used a high pass filter in post, cut down a little bit of the bass, that took some of it out, and then I found a very quiet spot and did a slight noise reduction in order to pull it down even further while I was speaking. Now the thing about the noise reduction, I planned to put some bird song on the track afterwards, so I thought after hearing it first of all with a little bit of noise there, I thought I'll go just a little bit more, even if it just cuts slightly into my voice. And if it just cuts slightly in, that wouldn't matter, given that if the background sounds were still going with the birds, it wouldn't do too much damage. So here's the track now with the rumble taken down, the high pass filter switched in, and also noise reduction put in to produce a voice without hopefully too much traffic noise there.
This is the truly daft test where I point the microphone down, right down a long way away, and I keep talking as I'm getting closer, and you can hear how this thing compares to maybe other microphones at a very long distance.
Now, many people would leave it just at that. They take the rumble down and leave the track as it is there. But what I wanted to do was produce a sense of where I was. So I wanted the bird song, and it was now missing. So I got a separate recorder. I used a Tascam DR5, used its internal microphones, and recorded just the bird song. And I sat there for 30 seconds or so, and then once I'd done that, I put that underneath and looped it so it carried on underneath my speech. And this is the sound of the recorded bird speech only. The next thing I wanted to do was to really get rid of the rumble from the recording. So again, I did a bass cut, quite a severe one in this case, and then I wanted to hear the bird song even louder. So I really boosted up the treble to bring out the sound of the birds. Finally, I went back to my video and I listened to my speech and I decided to EQ how that sounded because the noise reduction had cut into my speech. The funny thing was that I wanted to reduce slightly some of that treble. So I took the treble down a bit and I think I boosted the mids slightly just to give my voice a little bit more presence. Placed the soundtrack of the bird song with its raised treble and the cut in the bass underneath my speech. And then the job was to just balance the two together so that we had me speaking with no rumble hopefully, or very little rumble, the bird song with very little rumble but with the birds just lifted in the treble but also taken down in volume, so it was definitely present there. And so therefore I'd lost the traffic and I'd gained in the presence of the birds and where I was. So this is the sound of the two mixed together with the same picture.
Very long distance. I wouldn't normally use a microphone that far away, but
Now I'm coming up towards the camera, I should be coming much more into shot, and I'm just going to creep down, and I'm now back to that 4-foot position. In fact, actually, if I get closer, it's possibly going to sound a little bit better too. So let's just compare the two, a short section of each snippet. So what I'll do is I'll take one from the original and the final one, just so you can very quickly compare the levels of noise and the background sounds.
This is the truly daft test.
I've been producing quite a few videos on microphones and a few little vloggy type things of the family, and if you like my videos, please consider subscribing. I hope to continue making films, but even better, it would be nice if I had an audience to watch the films. So if you like my films, please subscribe, and even better, to get the attention of other people, put a like on so that other people notice where I am and what I'm doing. Cheers for now.